Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the March 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. I apologize in advance. I'm not feeling the best today, so I know my voice doesn't sound great. Hopefully you can hear me okay, though, still. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for March. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. But let's go ahead. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note. Going back to column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, let's take a look at our summary affirmation card. It says, I feel peaceful. This is wonderful. I hope that you truly have been feeling at peace these last few weeks, Leo. I always tell people, peace and balance are one of those things that are really hard to find. So a nice sense of peace, it seems, these last few weeks. But let's take a look and see what messages we have coming through here. First, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a very freeing card. It's very free-spirited. It's the ability to be creative. It's the ability to do the things that you like. This ties really nicely into freedom. A nice sense of peace and a nice sense of freedom here. The next card that we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. It seems like there was some sort of win, some sort of accomplishment these last few weeks too. And at the bottom here we have the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. So I don't know if these all connect or not, but regardless, I like it here, Leo. This is nice. So again, that sense of creativity and freedom, this success, this win, and it does seem like there was some sort of financial gain coming in here as well. Could be connected to that success or win. Of course, you will know that. Not me. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change, we're on a journey. I feel like you are free to do something differently now. You're free to pursue something new. Again, the Freedom card is really standing out strong here. So the ability to take on something new, to go on a new journey, to go on a new adventure here. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of commerce, so it does seem like the success, again, was leading to some new money. But it's also expansion, too. This could have grown your business, grown your career, grown your knowledge. There's some sense of expansion or growth that's coming into play here, too, Leo. And at the bottom here, we have the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal, hope. It's also about being in the spotlight, though, too, this big star at the top here. So again, being recognized, being rewarded for your hard work, for your efforts, for that success. So nice last few weeks, it seems. Now let's go and take a look at our next column, which is general, what's coming for March. We have the affirmation card, I will forgive. That's pretty literal as they come. There could be a situation that you may need to offer some forgiveness to. There could have been something you did too that you need to forgive yourself for. I've been seeing more and more of that lately, where it's like the person that we need to forgive is actually ourselves. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what messages we have here, Leo. The first card we have is the World card. The World card is a card of completion. It's a card of completing a goal, completing a lesson. It's something wrapping up and coming to an end. It's like the world has gone full circle. The item is fully complete. This could also be a card of travel, so some of you could be doing some traveling in March, but typically signifies something wrapping up or something ending. The next card that we have is the Magician. I like to see the Magician anywhere in the reading. It's a very empowering card. It's focused creativity. It's about turning visions into reality. It's very inspired action. It seems like we're done with something and you need to start planning your next move. It's like, where are you going to start focusing your energy? What are we trying to create now? What is the vision? That's what I'm hearing. And at the bottom here, we have the Five of Coins. The Five of Coins has so many meanings and they're so wildly different. I'm going to throw a couple things out here that I'm hearing. I do think, unfortunately, some of you may not be feeling that good either. Hopefully you don't get the same crummy cold I have. But this can be a card of like sickness or illness, so catching a cold. I do think that's going to apply for some of you. One thing I'm going to say though with the Five of Coins is this can be a card of isolation. And that sounds so dramatic, but it's almost like you need to take a step back and do some planning. Now that we're done with what's happening, where do we go from here? And you need that quiet, alone time to figure that out. Okay, Leo, let's take a look and see what we have for clarifiers. First up, we have our Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles, this is a card of teamwork. You could have been a team project you were working on, or you could have had some support to wrap up or finish whatever this was. It's almost feeling like a team effort here. The Three of Pentacles is also a card of skill and quality and craftsmanship. So it's not like you just were like throwing this together to be done with it. The end result was really high quality. It was very skilled. Again, we can associate the word with craftsmanship. So it was really well done. The next card that we have is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of kind of low feelings. These are typically feelings of needing to heal. Again, with the Magician, it's like we need to figure out what the next move is, but perhaps there's something we need to forgive or heal from before we can even get to this point where we're making the next plan. I think we need to, again, get over or heal or resolve whatever this is to kind of unlock the next step. That very well could be if you're feeling stuck or not where to go next, do take into consideration forgiveness or healing. At the bottom here, we have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. Do make sure you're taking really, really good care of yourself. Again, I see some of you like getting sick or having an illness. So make sure you prioritize your sleep and working out and resting and eating good and taking vitamins and all those things that you may need to do. So put in that self-love. See if you can try and prevent that. Hand washing is always great too. Do what you can to take care of yourself and keep yourself really healthy. But going back to what I was saying with the Five of Coins is like, I see you just like kind of isolating and figuring this out. You need this alone, quiet time to figure out the next step. And the Strength card echoes that. It's the self-love and self-respect and self, doing for self. So that's what we have general for March. Let's go and take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. We're going to start with a quick money message here. We have a practice. It says, take time to be playful and experience joy around money. Dance with it in your hands, laugh and throw it in the air. Allow yourself to become familiar with joy and financial abundance flowing together. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money, Leo. Very first, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands typically is a card of waiting. More specifically, we're waiting for a result. We're waiting for something to happen right now. We're waiting for an outcome. We're going to clarify this, but again, waiting seems to be the message that's coming through here. This could also be a card of travel or travel plans, so potentially you could be doing some travel for work. The next card that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the major arcana. So this is fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. So something new here on the horizon for you. Perhaps you've been waiting for this new opportunity, which I kind of like to see, especially if that's the case. It's like, seems like the waiting period's going to be over and we're going to have the opportunity to move into this new new beginning. At the bottom here we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. This is also a strong leadership card, and I think leadership is going to be an important meaning here for you, Leo. I do think this new opportunity could somehow be connected to leading a team or leading yourself into a new experience, but it's like we've been waiting for this opportunity and it's here now. Again, I do think it's leadership, most likely. In terms of clarifiers, up first we have the Ten of Cups. If you've watched my videos before, first and foremost, hopefully you know my voice doesn't usually sound like this. Secondly, you know the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. The Ten of Cups is a card of family, contentment, total love, and support. The Ten of Cups, though, is seriously everything good. It's everything we want. It's our ideal, perfect world. I used to not think that contentment was that good, but then I also, now as I've gotten older, realize how hard it is to truly be content. So that's what drives my love for the Ten of Cups. Again, it's just like your picturesque, perfect reality. I always like to point out, too, there is a house in the background on the Ten of Cups. So if you're hoping to buy a house, potentially there could be some waiting, but that could be a good move for you, too. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. It's also a card of persistence. So one thing I think we need to keep in mind is like we're moving towards this Ten of Cups, this perfect reality that we want. But in this waiting period, we have to stay persistent. We have to stay hardworking, continue to push forward. The other message I want to give you here, so with the Nine of Wands, this is again about having boundaries. So make sure with this new opportunity, we're only taking on things we want, blocking out bad things. It's a good time to reset expectations and reset boundaries with a new beginning. At the bottom here, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration. So love to see that whatever this new opportunity is, it's going to be celebration worthy. This is a card of like friends and family too. So I think there will be a lot of support for this new beginning, this new opportunity. Okay, let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love, similar to our money column. We're going to start out with a quick love message. It says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love, Leo. First, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a lot going on. It's a very busy card. On your standard tarot deck, there's something different in each of these cups. So it can be really hard to commit. It can be hard to commit time to certain things. Again, it's just busy energy, but it is also very non-committal energy. So keep that in mind, Leo, that you could be less likely to be wanting to commit to a relationship or commit to plans. But that energy could also be returned to you. Like there could be somebody that's being kind of non-committal about the relationship or non-committal about plans. The next card that we have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is like a card of secrets and mysteries. It's about trusting your intuition. I feel like if there's like this non-committal energy, there's something we are not seeing. There's something we don't know. So definitely make sure you're trusting your gut here. If something doesn't feel right, likely it's not. Like if you feel like you need to read into something, you probably do need to read into something. So definitely if you're in the position where, again, there's that kind of non-committal energy on either side, use your intuition to navigate through and to find out more information. Again, there's some sort of secret or mystery or something we don't know typically. At the bottom here, though, we do have the Empress, which is a great card for creation and a great card for abundance. So I wouldn't say this relationship is dead or anything. It just seems like there's some missing information at this point. But the Empress says that we can create whatever reality we want. We can have whatever love situation we want. The Empress is also a card of pregnancy and fertility. So if you're hoping to grow your family, this could be a really good card from you, even after some uncertainty, perhaps. Let's take a look though now at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Wands, this is some sort of new project, some sort of new creation. I feel like there needs to be a different approach if there is this non-committal type energy. Again, there's something different in each cup. So if we're trying one cup, and it's not working, we need to try a different alternative. So there's something we need to be doing a little bit differently here. The next card that we have is the Hermit. The Hermit is about going in within for clarity, figuring out what feels good to us, not feeling good to us. Again, if something doesn't feel right, it probably is not right. So we need to find out more information, trust our intuition to navigate that situation. But definitely be looking for kind of inner clarity in this situation. At the bottom here, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. I hate to say it, but we all tend to have this tendency to hold ourselves back a little bit or prevent ourselves from doing something we want. Keep that in mind because that's on the Empress, and the Empress is saying we can create whatever we want to create. So make sure you're not holding yourself back or limiting yourself here. Okay, Leo, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message for our future self or spirit guides. This is a message to carry into the end of the month with you. We have the card, I Am Connected. I like the Connected card. This is about being connected to your heart, being connected to your mind, spiritually, to those around you, to the ground, to the earth. It's connection throughout. So it goes beyond just connecting to other people. And it's really easy to lose any one of those one connections we just mentioned. But in general, this is going to be very level-headed, and overall I think you are going to feel pretty well connected going into the end of this month. But let's see what messages we've got here. First up, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is coming as truth, so you're going to find some information out. I actually like to see this because it seems like there's some sort of disconnect or some lack of information. So that should drive connection for you as well. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of teamwork. This truth or this information we're finding is going to kind of re-spark that teamwork, re-spark that connection. And at the bottom here we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is like bully, theft, violence, abusive, maybe not toxic, maybe non-committal. Again, this is like the conflict or the relationship that's not sitting right, but it does seem like we're going to find out what we need to get reconnected here. The first card that we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a card of working hard towards it. So it's continuing to put the effort in. The Page of Cups is also a love card, specifically new love. So again, this can kind of reignite the spark, get you reconnected. There was some sort of misunderstanding or some sort of something that was not communicated. And again, we're going to have that clarity now, which is going to give us the ability to move forward and get connected again. The next card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is very much so a relationship card as well. It's very domestic. It's a card of fertility as well. So this is like relationship focus. So a big focus on this relationship and getting reconnected. At the bottom here, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups can be low feelings like apathy or lack of fulfillment. Again, we're already feeling that with the Five of Swords. Some hard feelings around this relationship now. But it does seem like we're going to get back on track and correct the connection. Maybe that's not quite right. Now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity, Leo, to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. Question number 1 is the Six of Clubs. This is number 43 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the Six of Hearts. This is number 3 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Three of Spades. This is number 10 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, yes, yes there for you, Leo. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of March. You have Fire Opal, which is good for passion, being spontaneous. It's kind of like the firework crystal, very cheerful, very creative, lots of passion. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. We can all always use more healing. It says, you are a courageous person. Thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. I did also include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Leo, and I hope you have a wonderful March.